Hello again, YouTube. Truth Man here. The channel is the No Matrix, No Simping All Subjects channel. And I want to talk about how a lot of black people, men and women, they just don't like other blacks. They don't. And most of them, they don't have like a good reason. And I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The stuff that some people will label all blacks, some black people will label all blacks under these things and not like black people as a result are things, every which one of them, that other races do as well. But there's too many people out here that penalize black people for stuff they not penalizing white people for, and stuff they not gonna penalize white people for. Like, for instance, they'll say, well, black women do this. Okay, white women do too. So when you look at a fact that women do certain things, A, B, C, whatever, you have to look at it as they all do it. So you don't just penalize certain ones. Now, at least I can give the Passport Brothers this credit, that when they say they ain't dealing with United States women, most of them are talking about all of them, white, black, all of them, just here. But it's still too many people that try to just throw things on blacks. Like the news, for instance. How is the news hiding certain stuff that other races do? And we got to go on YouTube to find out about it. But when black people do it, it's all over the news. Like, the news is about all black people sometimes here. I don't know about where you at. And I'm in the public and I see that all these people is jerks. All these groups of people is a-holes. They all of them, some in every race don't know how to drive right. Some in every race will run you off the road. Some in every race don't like black people. Like, some people are so dumb, they'll penalize you just for being in the black race. And now, the reason why I'm talking about this is because we shouldn't be doing this to each other. I be watching these content creators and I be noticing that when they start rising, they start trying to act like the white people who don't like black people. The white people who got money and stuff like that, they try to blame some of them, not all. They try to blame everything on blacks that's wrong in society. How many black presidents we had? 2? Abraham Lincoln and Obama? I mean, you can't blame everything on blacks, man. Black people don't run nothing but their mouth in most cases. That's why they always rapping. And that's why they slam dunk on somebody and they, oh, you be a ninja. The white guy, like Jokic, dunk on you, run right back down court. And trash talking makes the game more interesting, can't lie. But that's just like a prime example of what I'm saying. But watch this though. Can I say that no white guy talks trash in the NBA? No. Larry Bird talked plenty trash, and so do a lot of the white players now. I be seeing them. They be on the free throw line. Man, you weak, man. Shut up. If you listen carefully, that's why I used to love League Pass. Back in the day, I don't know about now. Man, when you watch NBA League Pass, because I used to get League Pass, man, you could literally hear what they was saying. Like, it was bad. I don't know if it's like that now, but you could hear them, man. Man, that S short. You weak. Just all kind of stuff. And League Pass was the stuff back in them days. That was like the early 2000s, like 2005. You could hear practically everything. You can go from game to game. Now it'd probably be like something like, man, what you doing later? Man, you should come out with us. And there's nothing wrong with that. But that don't make for as exciting game. Man, when we used to play basketball in our neighborhood, man, people used to practically be fighting. We wasn't friends again till the game was over. And like in my neighborhood, we had two teams. Like in Warning, that was in the same neighborhood, Lincoln and 24th Street. Lincoln wore yellow and black, 24th Street wore orange and black. And a lot of the people on both teams was friends. Like, so I'm watching the game. I'm not playing. Like, I did play Warning, but I'm not playing at this time. My sport was mainly football, though. Some of those dudes, I don't know what it was, but I could play, but some of them was just better. But they ain't better now. Maybe, I ain't gonna say I could beat everybody, but I kept hooping and I got better. When we was young, though, 14, I was just average. I was average. So, but when they played, like, it would always be at Lincoln because we had all the courts at Lincoln. And so Lincoln sometimes had home games and it'd be a bunch of people at the games. But when they played 24th Street, it was people from Long Island Drive. See, our hood went in three directions. It went from the park, from Lincoln Park to 25th Street. Then it went from Hampton, basically, to Long Island Drive. So when Lincoln played 24th Street, it was people from Long Island Drive, people from 24th, 23rd, all in the hood, North Lawn, 18th Street, 19th Places, all the same hood. We all knew each other from school, grew up together, stuff like that. But when they played each other, it's like they put the friendship aside for the competition to happen. But then after the competition happened, the friendship come back. Like sometimes you'll see guys that played for 24th and Lincoln over there talking after the game because they knew each other. But what do black people do now? They make it and they act like they ain't know nobody else. They act like I'm not black no more. Listen, that's not the right attitude, man. The last thing any one of us should be doing is hating on the rest, because everybody else is doing a good job of that. Now, sometimes you're going to have disagreements, sometimes you're going to have conflict, but it's things we shouldn't be doing. Y'all should not be talking about each other to them white people or to them other races. We got to stop doing that, man. I remember some years back, and I'm going to close after this. I was working in delivery, and I forgot what happened, but I kind of snapped on this black guy. And after I did it, I felt bad, like, man, I shouldn't have did that in front of them white people. I said I shouldn't have did it in front of them. Because my uncle had already told me about them two brothers that I was working for. They racist. And I was like, man, I shouldn't have did it. I felt bad all day. And I said, I'm going to stop doing that. Stop doing that. That's what Chris Rock said about Will Smith. He said one of the reasons, he said that he was raised not to fight in front of white people. Do y'all know they made our ancestors fight? This is what they used to do. Our ancestors would be friends on the plantation. They'll see, let's say two of them was buff. They was buff. And they caught them joking around and stuff. They'll make them fight each other. And all the other slave masters, all that, will come. And they'll be like, if you don't fight, I'm going to whip you and I'm going to do this and that. I'm going to ship your family off, all this stuff. So they fought. They still doing the same thing. It's people that's taking buyouts to corrupt other people. And they shouldn't have to, man. We should be more dignified where they could just choose a different path to their riches. But we ain't. So what I want to say is all of this black people that's just got a problem with other black, it got to stop, man. It got to stop, man. I know you done experienced some things, but those people that did it, everybody ain't do that thing to you. Everybody didn't do that to you. A lot of black women go thinking they're going to find an answer with white guys and it'd be even worse. And same thing with black dudes. Them white girls done killed some black dudes too. You see what I'm talking about? I rest my case. Have a nice day, everyone. May make another video. I'm not sure. Stay tuned.